Hello friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel Dad Cooks For Us. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a recipe of a very North Indian chicken curry. It goes by the popular name Chicken Dhaba Masala. I'm going to make it with bone-in chicken because I think the bone-in chicken gives the kind of taste it gives to the curry boneless doesn't. But if you have to make boneless, you follow the exact steps and just add boneless chicken. Like I said, this is a very North Indian dish, and you could make it absolutely non-spicy. I do add chili powder here. We like it that way. But then I would show you the exact steps and the way to make it, and I'm sure if you follow the steps, you would end up creating this wonderful dish. You can have it with naan, you can have it with roti, chapati, or even with rice. Actually, I am going to make it a thick gravy so that we love this dish only with roti or naan. So stay along, stay with me through the cooking process, and hopefully you like it. Thank you. So I'm going to make this in first I'll start with the saucepan, and then I'll go to the wok. So I got the garlic paste. Let me put that somewhere else. So this is the ginger garlic paste, and I paste it along, with the ginger I paste it along with the skin, so it's absolutely fine. So I'll go ahead. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start with this with saucepan, and then I'm going to move there. And the reason I'm doing it is with the saucepan you get that wok because it completely the flame spreads all over. Today is very windy. I'm not sure I'm going to get that flame, but we'll try. And then once the onion is done, I'm going to move it to the bigger wok where I'm going to finish it off. And it's going to be it's going to start with high flame to get the wok style, and then I'm going to transition to that wok where I'll make it slow. Maybe I'll take it back inside the house because the oven inside the flame, the burners inside the house burners is generally not high on BTU, but these are very high on BTU. So I'm going to mix it up. I don't have really a setup where I have that kind of a stove outdoors, so I'm going to mix and match here. So let's get it started. Yeah, all right. Okay, so in the meantime, well, let me put the oil, and then I can show you what all masalas I have today. So I'm going to start with a generous amount of oil, like 5 or 6 tablespoons. I'm going to do the onions. So I got turmeric powder, I got ground cumin, I got coriander, and it's a Punjabi dish, so a little extra coriander powder. Now this one is a homemade garam masala. Now I'm going to make a video on garam masala because there is not one garam masala across India. So people say that every household have their own version of garam masala. That's an overstatement. But generally the eastern part of India has a different style, the western has a different style. If you go south, it's different. If you go north, it's different. Everywhere it's different. But because this dish, dhaba masala, is a very North Indian, so I'm going to use this garam masala, and I'm going to make a video. So this is a little northern. The only difference is in the northern garam masala they have extra coriander. Now we'll wait it to smoke a little, and then I'm going to make it in 2 phases. In the meantime, I'm going to get the wok. I'm going to keep it here because I'm going to empty it here. And one other thing that I'm thinking I would do with my cooking videos is I'm going to do most of it in real time. Because in cooking, one thing that really matters is time. People show, I've seen YouTube videos where, like short videos, they only show the ingredients, but that's not enough. When and how long you stir it in the wok is very important. So many a times, even if you watch the short videos, you wouldn't get the taste because they don't talk about the time, and that's what I see as the big problem with that. Anyways, So it's starting to smoke. It's starting to smoke. So perfect time to add the onions. Yeah. And then let me see if I can get the, yeah, nice. See, this is very important. Nah, I messed up my backyard completely. Okay, so now, and you know, because of that flame, I try to use these long handle spatulas. Otherwise, it'll really burn your hand. Don't do that. So keep those things in mind. In fact, if you see this particular saucepan that I actually got it from a restaurant store, a professional, because the ones you get in Amazon, they don't have these long handles, and if you don't have a long handle, you might hurt your, it might burn your skin, the high flame. All right. So now I don't want to burn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle a little water. Perfect. So I think this is done. So I'm going to put that in the wok, and I'm going to start with the new batch. So I'm going to put a little more oil. Damn, I did not put oil. Move this out of the way. The wind is blowing this way and it's completely messing up everything. Huh. So I did something stupid. Instead of oil, I actually put water. Dang. So anyways, so oil. Similarly, I'll just wait for this to, I'll just wait for the white smoke, and then I'm going to put, this time, let's see, this time, you know what, I think I'll not get the, yeah, I'm not going to get the flame because there's no smoke. To wait till the onion really turns brown, okay, and then add a little water. And now is a good time to go ahead and add the ginger garlic paste. Maybe a little more. Perfect. Add a little more water. In the meantime, let me go get the chicken. Turn it off. You have to keep stirring. You have to keep in mind that it should not stick, the onions should not burn or stick to the wok. You don't want that to happen. Okay, start adding the masala. Go ahead and add some salt, again to your taste. Here we are doing 2 spoons. Not the garam masala yet, but go ahead and add coriander powder. This being a North Indian dish, so a little on the higher side, coriander powder. Cumin powder, again my preferred brand, McCormick. Very good cumin powder, get in Costco. Then comes turmeric powder. Just 1 tablespoon, good enough. Chili powder. McCormick has also chili powder. So keep adding water, and from here on the cooking process is going to be slow. See, this is the problem of cooking in a high BTU, high BTU burner, that it's got a tendency to stick. So the only way you can get around it is keep adding water. One thing I will add, this is very typical of North Indian dishes, is kasuri methi. Maybe 2, I just added 2 pinches, maybe just 1 tablespoon. Add some charcoal flavor, so let me go get charcoal. This is charcoal. I'll just take 1 charcoal. Okay, I got the cilantro. Keep adding water, because when you add water, it doesn't burn. It does not burn the masala, it does not burn the chicken, it does not burn anything, and yet on a high flame you can keep cooking, you can continue the cooking process. But if I was making the same dish inside, maybe I wouldn't be adding so much water. Okay, now I'm going to smoke it. Oh, forgot to add a little cilantro now and then towards the end. Go ahead and add the yogurt. In US you don't get good yogurts. It's such a shame. I mean, no matter what, no matter it's organic or whatever, you just don't get the kind of yogurt that you get in India. Such a shame. it's a good time to just give it a good taste to see if it's everything good on salt. Coming out pretty well. Awesome. So usually at this point I would put the lid on and let it cook, and maybe I'll do that and come back after maybe 10 minutes. I forgot to smoke it with charcoal, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm going to go grab the charcoal. I'm going to need this guy. Charcoal. All right, there you are. Super hot. Let's just keep it here and take a little butter. You could do ghee as well. Take a little butter. And just before I do that, I want the lid. I want to just drop it on the damn. Okay. Yeah. That's a good way to give it a nice tandoori flavor to the curry. All right. And then you stir it, because you don't want to lose that nice charcoal flavor in the curry. You mix it, and now that there's actually, let me quickly give it a taste, and if I think we'll have to do a little more, I can still do it. Yum yum. All right, I let it cook for 15 minutes roughly. Let's see how it's coming along. Pretty good. Oh, you know what? That's what I was thinking. Something is off. Something is missing. What's missing? Garam masala is missing. Okay, now the reason you don't add garam masala along with the rest of the spices is because garam masala, you make the powder of it only after you have roasted all the masala on a pan, so it's cooked. That's why you don't need to. You can add it in the end, and towards the end of the cooking. It doesn't have to be added at the beginning. So now that the garam masala has been added, go ahead and give it one more taste. I let it cook for a little more longer. See, you know that it's coming along good when you see of course the water, the gravy has actually turned a little thick, and also the chicken, the color of the chicken is almost the color of the gravy. That's a good way to know that the curry is almost done. Now, because we are going to have it with bread, so I will make it a little more thicker, but it's kind of done. Maybe I'll go a little, maybe another 15 minutes and it should be ready. The charcoal is... I can still use the charcoal if I need to. Should I? Why not? Let's give it. Let's add a little more charcoal flavor to the curry. I think that's enough. That's enough. Awesome. So just before I turn the heat off, I'm going to add coriander. I'm not going to cook with the coriander, I mean the cilantro. I'm going to add the cilantro, maybe 1-2 spoons of cilantro, and I'll add garam masala and turn the heat off, put the lid and let it rest for 15 minutes. Because that's called the resting time. If you let it rest for 15 minutes or so, the taste is absolutely awesome. So I know this video is long, but trust me, that's the whole idea. Because I want, if you're making this at home, you have to time everything correctly in order to get to this, get to the taste that you're. Okay, now I'm going to add some garam masala and I'm going to add a little, actually I need to stir the garam masala a little. Yeah, it's kind of ready. Okay, stirring is done. I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro or coriander, like they say in India. Really, coriander, in fact, it's a UK term, I think. All right, that's it. Chicken Dhaba Masala ready. No more Indian restaurants. in Houston, they actually have a good Pakistani place. They actually have, there is a nice Indian restaurant. The chef is really good, but again, sometimes their oil looks like it's been reused. So I go there, we go there, me and my wife. I don't take the kids, maybe once in 2 months. All right, so now it's done. I'm going to just, like I said, leave it for 15-20 minutes, and then I'll take it inside, put it in a plate, have my kids taste it, and then we should be done. So after a good 15 minutes, actually I let it stand for 30 minutes. Yeah, I came back after 30 minutes. Look at this gravy. Look at this gravy. Right. So one thing also, a lot of these restaurants do, they don't do cashew paste to make it even more thicker. They actually add cream. I don't do cream that often, because the cream that you get in these grocery stores, that's not milk. That's maybe a little bit, but it's mostly whipping cream and something. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. So let's serve it.